it's a pro, right? So now on third, they have 2 outs. Even at Tigers level, they know you just need it out. You don't have to get a guy out. He freaks out instead of throwing home and instead of throwing to first. He kind of panicked, overshot the catcher, and the winning run comes in, and their season's over. That guy gets paid millions of millions of dollars to make that throw. He just had a miscalculation. His adrenaline's up. Instead of throwing it first to get out of the inning, he panics, throws it home, and overshoots so the runner comes in and wins the game. And you think, well, your season's, if they would have won that game, now you got game 5 in Philly, where the best team in the league at home. In game 5 against the Dodgers. The season's over. Dude, there's a great picture, though. Yeah, it just happens even at that level. But there's a great picture. He's down like this, and it just says, like, it's like, you can only celebrate the winning times. Like, this guy needs a hug. Like, be cool. He's getting desperate. It's all on. And he's a stud. Now he's a pro. Like what Kevin was talking about, how if you took every Major League Baseball player since the beginning of baseball who made it to the major leagues, they wouldn't fill 2/3 of what stadium? Cleveland Stadium, which is a small stadium. Now that's impressive because baseball's been around forever. It's our pastime. 1899. And what's impressive about baseball too is people that go to night sport numbers have never been higher. Is that right? It's growing 20% every year. But despite ESPN not doing any coverage, so they're leaving ESPN, numbers are through the roof. But here's what's crazy. That's crazy because baseball's been around since it's insane. We're monkeys, right? If you take UFC alumni there are, it would fill maybe a VIP suite as far as all the UFC alumni. There's 600. 600. Yeah, I would always say the caveat to that is way more kids are playing baseball, right? Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not comparing to baseball. I'm saying for the alumni, there's about 600. Yeah, very small. Crazy, right? UFC's been around since 1995, baseball since 1890. No, that's what I said. Baseball's been around for fucking ever. But the difference is, it's like, really hard to make it in the UFC. Very hard. Yeah, the average person year and a half, but what's different is in baseball, it's like the ways to get there is so competitive from the age of 4. It's competitive. All the way to just because so many people play baseball. And it's not soccer. It's harder to make baseball too. Professional baseball is the hardest sport to go pro in. Because think about it. NFL, like if you're a football player, you're really only competing with North America. That's it. Baseball, I tell Tiger this all the time. His competition's not the kid from fucking dripping springs at shortstop. His competition is the fucking kid in Dominican Republic with no shoes on, playing with a fucking Coke in it every day. That's what you're dealing with. So it's a worldwide sport. So in order to get to the fucking MLB, dude, you're dealing with Japan's baseball's ridiculous. They're so fucking good. Yeah. Where do you think Otani came from? Where do you think Yoshi came from? The next big boy who's hitting all those home runs, the guy who figured Chubby Otani, he's coming over to the Yankees. He has 56 home runs, he's a monster. Yeah, baseball's wild. You're competing with the entire world. And so is the UFC, though. My buddy played for the Cardinals and said he's a big kid and played his whole life. And he goes, he said he was there when the Dominicans came. And he was you're saying St. Louis Cardinals. Yeah. And he was there seeing that kind of athleticism. Maybe it's because this is pedophile behavior. I went to some other kid. Hey, he did the most behavior. Shove went to LA and saw kids baseball game that did the most pedophile behavior. Huh? Brenda Chop. Like, why would you go there? That's so odd, bizarre thing to say. The CTE must be really flaring up. My God, baseball talk too. I mean, at this point, Shop should just start like a baseball. I mean, why I think you're talking about baseball and like that baseball, but that thing he said, wow. Yeah, I think Shab like bad. Obviously has issues. Obviously has weirdo stuff on his mind. Say that. You make that statement. I think you shocked everyone by making that statement. That was just an odd result that you say. That is my weird place. Not work with the weird. I think the weird was this bad. Yeah. Maybe I have things to say, or let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's fucking 1 for 25, buddy. You go to church? My church is there. We go to church on Sunday. We go to Red Rock. Yep. And it's the hip thing to do right now. It's so great because the pastor was talking about this kind of stuff. Keep it going, you know. It's these life lessons that they're all in the Bible. And then we take our 1.5 and my 3.5-year-old is hearing stories. But within the stories, there's this great message. And he'll come out with that great message. That's where Texas, they church differently. I'm from the East Coast. I never went to church. First of all, I was a little bit far away from God. But also, you go to church and in the States, and it's a priest basically talking in Latin. It's all, you know, you're formal, singing songs. How old your pastor? And everybody said that's cool. Dress cool as shit. We got a band. We got a rock and roll band going. I like it. I'm like. I mean, it was so casual. People in tube tops. My wife, she comes from the East Coast, dresses up for church. She's been going to church her whole life. She was like, oh, a little formality here. Chicks have the tits out in the church in front of God. 100%. Oh, no. I mean, it's a pickup. We got another church. It's actually a pickup joint. No, we don't. I'm a man of God now. I'm a man of God. It's a social good time. Yeah. Hey, I go there and it's a concert. It's not really worship. It's more like, let's go there. I'll hear a great sermon, and then you talk, and then you hang out afterwards. They got coffee. They got snacks. Kids are in. It's a whole thing. Yeah. TikTok dance and shit. Oh, dude, basically. It's. This pasture was great, but there's a bit of a thing in a pasture. That's a red flag. You know what I mean? Super red flag. The hair looks great. You got those extra, those jeans are a little extra. Tight jeans. Thank you. They have the bracelets, the neck shape, and I'm like, what's going on between that? Yeah. Hold on. And you got a whole band behind you. You're talking. They're playing music. I'm like, there's a lot of vanity. And you got all these young people in their third husband and a wife, and they all look good. Looking. Got good. Well, because that's I saw a woman walk in with the high, and I'm not joking. They just come from CrossFit. They went from CrossFit and they were coming to church, and I was like, you can't do that in the East Coast. On the East Coast, you're dressed up for church. You wear a suit. Right? Am I crazy? Like, I was looking around, people wearing hats in church. Are you from? I swear to God. You have to find a church, though. I was like, you're basically going to a brunch. Is there mimosas? Is there mimosas? Basically, may as well. The only thing that's missing mimosas? Well, there's a whole coffee, but goddamn, they're nice. Excuse my language. Gosh, my goodness, how man of God. You know, man of God. You can say that, like, it's all good. See, I have a thought on this. I cuss too much about church. Well, I would say I made this distinction between spirituality and being religious. When you're spiritual, that's another way of saying is there's nothing, you're not sacrificing anything. Part of being religious, worship, requires sacrifice. Right? You dress up, you humble yourself. You're not there to look good. You're there to dress up and be humble in front of God. the house. And it's going to be a sermon, and the priest is going to read from the Bible, and he's going to preach on it. But it's going to be his normal thing. His office. That's his office. You're in fucking board shorts, man. I wasn't. You dress. I wear sandals. Do you wear sandals? I dress up. My wife wouldn't have it. My boys are in collared shirts. No. Because it's out of respect. So I get there and I'm like, I'm sorry. What is going on? I don't know. You're trying to get some fucking weird. Can I tell you what it was? It was the same dress code as you get when you're at a game. But I have to say, after all this, I like the church. I love the pastor.
Yo, what's up?
The pastor's great. The church is great.
Oh, Dampy. Dampy's muted. Dampy, if you want to talk, state your case in that Ask Rabbi Rothschild anything section, and I'll read it.
It's a great place. I do like the church. I'll be going back. But Brian Cowan is now going to church and is now going to be religious, all just to impress you. I mean, you remember, Cowan has a residency at European Comedy Club, the other shit. And he's probably trying to get back into the good graces of Rothschild. He pissed off Rogan. Rogan was right. Fucked up. So now he's going to regularly attend church. Even though Shop was rightfully Cowan crap with it, I'm still agree that Shop is all the I pretty much said this is the way it's going to happen. First Cowan's going to go, then Cowan's going to convince Shop to go. You don't really winner with a Christian pastor. Probably not a Catholic church, because Catholic church, they get you out of there. Very badly for an hour. 1 minute longer. Hour and a dime, get you out of there. Serpent on my doorstep. There's a giant fucking rattlesnake. Giant rattlesnake. John's an LA film and Joanna called down with some broken house. She's freaking out. That's scary. I should get the video from Joanna because our babysitter was walking out. She was right by, it was all dark, and then you see the snake go for her leg and she comes running back inside. And Swear my life. No, listen. I'm gonna stop. Okay, go ahead. It's all good. Yeah. Have you seen the snake? That's what she said. No, you can't have you. I can't have you talking about how quick for your leg. That's what she said. I know. I wasn't there. I know. Now we have the video. The snake didn't go. And she goes, like that. So we know that, right? We may not have even seen the snake. Oh, no. I got a picture. I'm going to send you. Oh, no. Real snake here. Okay. That's her leg, right? Went for her leg. Real snake here. Yeah. I like a story. Real snake. Like a story? I'm going to ask you. I'm going to send you these pictures of the snake video of the lady fucking looking at it. She almost gets bit. Oh, get ready. A lot of pictures of kids in there. Get ready. Oh, just wait. Oh. Hey, so here's the next fucking. Is it on your ring camera? Yep. Come on, shut up. See this? Shows at the church. This is the snake. Which is loud as shit. I'm not talking like in the yard. I'm talking right by now. Knocking. Oh, here's a picture of the snake. You fucking cunt. Where is it? This is my house. That's my point. Yeah. Yeah, this is the babysitter walking. So when she doesn't know. Go ahead and turn it up so you can hear her fucking scream. Damn, dude. Damn, you should be over. I didn't see go for it. No, but snake was there. No, I'll show you the snake. No, that's another. Damn, bro. Listen, here's the thing. I heard the thing about it here. It's loud.
There is a huge rattlesnake.
Holy shit.
You hear it?
Dude, what the fuck, dude? My girl thought it was the sprinter. She was walking my body. That's no joke. She could have been easily, actually. Well, she said it once, but now do the pink. She could provide evidence. Dude, I'm sorry. I get it. Now, one time I lied about my whole don't lie, but still, look at the fucking size of that rattlesnake. Yeah, because I was out of town, I was in LA. Look at that fucking thing. Well, that thing's ready to strike me. Oh, yeah. It's 100% ready to strike me. What happened? My neighbor came. I said, use that. Put it in the box. What in the fuck? Can't do anything to prevent those either. Yeah. I don't think so. That's what I was fucking out. You can't. That's a show. My neighbor. I'm like, is that anything doing right there, man? It was empty at night. And out at night, and you were out. Damn. Let's see. Anything counts rattlesnakes. This is like the fourth one we've seen. I don't like this. Probably what was in the yard playing. We have one option here, buddy. He's good, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God, you're so brave.
There you go. Take it easy. Take it easy. He's all that. Is that Joe?
Oh my goodness.
He's all see the way he's fun. He'll have Chris's day. He closed it and he released it somewhere. But the other neighbors are like, just get it off. I like Chris. Yeah, I agree too. Chris is the man. She's a little fun. You can even buy Chris. You got some good neighbors. Oh, great neighbors. Like Joy, I'm in LA. I'm shooting a show. She calls me. I was like, call Chris. Call Chris. I was like, shit. Most guys just get a shovel and chop whatever. Yeah. That's fair. I did lie about that. Not like that one time. I saw it. I saw the day before. No, my Bobcat. I saw and I saw Bobcat. I saw June Road. I saw Outline. Bobcat might have been cat. Been a house. It's okay. Could have been a baby mountain. Very large house. I saw a baby mountain lion. I said to somebody a long time ago, I was like, "It's back in Canyon." I believe I saw that. It was probably a bobcat. I don't know. Maybe it was nothing. Yeah, around the state, there's nothing, there's no like spray, there's nothing in there. There's no extra driving ecosystem. You just gotta look scared and stuff up on it. No, I left one of my neighbors, a doctor too, and I said, man, if one of the kids get bit by it, it's gonna kill him. I don't know if I would have got bit, killed me. Anti-ventilator, no one dies from that. Really? No. That's according to the doctor. Yeah. My snake-proof fence was in my front fucking yard. You can use natural powders like garlic and vinegar. Okay. Certain essential oils. Experts say they're less effective yet of shit. It's gotta be habitat modification in little birds. Even that remove hiding places. This dude was on my fucking doorstep. So I got to go through to avoid attracting mice and other rodents. Remove hiding places. Clear my clutter by piles of wood, rock, and debris. Trim overgrown grass and bushes and keep shrubs pruned 12 inches from the ground to eliminate hiding spots. And they stay in water. Consider natural products essential oils and spices. Yeah. My guy who sprays for Botox. I did John that didn't lie about that mountain lion story. Did you ever? First and foremost, of course. Yeah. First he said babies in it, and then he comes up. I love the fact in LA. His wife is out with the kids and her parents, and they still have it. says, we'll just pick up from there. Monsters are waiting, and you're not getting paid to fight those monsters. You're getting paid. Why do you have to say both? Just why you have to make a contract with your second, third contract. You pay time for fighting that caliber fighter. Slow. The other almost slow. The other thing is why you only fight once is because your first set is not being given at all, and then you repeat to slow it down. It's such a sequence in such a way, you only get time once. The person says, Damn, okay. Here's a one case. Cup ride. I passed the test, broke his nose, knocked him out. Mature ears. Brain work. If I was brought up right, have the skills to beat both those guys, I have no regret for that. At the time, it was different. It was different. The UC didn't learn that lesson. And not despite why I talk like this. Why I get really mad when I say shortcut. This is you have such a talent. He has fucking caliber on top. Like, oh, he's not ready. So the person said, I won't eat this loaf of bread. And then he says, I won't eat it. I won't eat it. So if that's the case, even though we have MMA, you know, they learn those already. So they want sugar shot. There you go. They do it bad. There you go. How many guys like you do had all this okay. Amateur, and then after 2 fights, like, calls in their vascular card. It's fucked up. Bring it back down a level, put himself on 6 fight, now your job. Goes in that fight. Put himself some wins, changes camps, gets the UFC, and then have enough fights where now you should go. Stuff. And some prospects, I'm not saying people, I'm just saying, sometimes these prospects don't make the time. What's happening now in the NBA, Major League Baseball happens all the time. So, I can get from both sides. Go there, go. Yeah, but you spend non-stop on wrestling. since he was 6. Now, people since he was a fucking child. He's not fast enough. He's going to take some time for him to adapt and get better. Yeah, but John Jones, the best ever do it. That's not a good example. That is an extreme outlier. That's not a good example. Not everybody's John Jones. So, it's if you're a dad, if you're a coach, he's find the place where it can settle itself. Yeah, if you need more times, then the second one can be average for eternity, and you have to look at the context of it. However, once you remove the first straw, the second one falls into its place. That's the first one you're thinking is, even though you only have one affected straw working at once, which means that violated it. I will only violated one straw, and I only have to do one by one. However, it's like some mechanism. The first straw, and then the second one can go after it again. That's the point that we're making, that this person is sure one, the second one, the third one falls in. So that's the relevance of all three of them. So you are actually trying to point, you have one sitting there waiting to do anything, and then you can't take it back until the first one goes away. Then you can say, yeah, let's try to bring a proof case point. It says, the piece of nut out, base is zero. So first is eventually that 5-year-old different variant is zero. It is zero too much, eventually you will lose the first year.
Canada sucks.
You were in Utah with the fam. I went to Utah with the fam. I thought you like, how much you get paid to do this? Yeah, but I should say, I was Daddy was getting paid. Daddy's getting paid, but he put me on soccer for the military bands up here. Yeah, I just don't have fun. I'm friends with some people in the Trump administration, and I know other people, and I was offered given the honor of going to Camp Pendleton for the I had to get up and do stand-up at noon on the beach in the sun. 6,000 Marine sailors and then another, I think, 7,000 on board. Great sound, great attention, not conducive to stand up, right? Like a bit, I kind of was up there going, and I was nervous, and I don't get nervous. I was nervous because first of all, and I'm up there with Dakota Meyer, Congressional Medal of Honor winner. I'm with Jocko Willig, world ethics. He's going to do a speech. He's a great guy. Donnie, have you met him? I've never. Great sense of humor, text. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I use a supplement. Yep, very intense. Like when you're with him, he's just a great guy. And I've heard that before. Just a funny dude. So it was fun to kind of hang and talk, and I had some other friends that I know from the administration there. Yeah. So I'm feeling a little bit like when you're around these Marines and these Navy SEALs and these combat vets, and then some of the upper echelon doing the action. You're a fluffer on a porno set. I'm a fluffer on a porno because you're not going to partake in what they're going to do. But you're there. Never really part of the team. Yeah, well, they offer a lot of these guys like Rothschild, who's a recon Marine, and then I think worked with SEAL Team 6, and was an MMA fighter. These guys are they are really tough people. And they also have seen a lot. Friends. And so for me, I'm there, which requires a very different mindset. It requires a very different everything. Completely different, yeah. So I want to get away what they do, what they're doing is completely different. Yeah, so I feel a little bit out of place. Yeah, I also feel self-conscious. Yeah, but listen, I feel a little out of place. And of course, I love those guys. Yeah, of course. But and I love the culture. There's something about it's all about the person that when you're in a war and you say this, one of the guys said when you're in war and that's coming, the only thing with the woman to your left, and the woman to your right, those are the people. And everything is done so orderly. And if it's not done orderly, if you don't follow rules, people die. So there's a religion to that. So when you're there, and I'm at the 250th birthday of the Marines, the U.S. Marines, the people up there are talking about the sacrifice, about you pick a fight with us, you're going to get it. It's very inspiring. The jets are flying overhead. They're really loud. It's really a different energy. It's like there's this idea of sacrifice, honor, country. And then Brian Callen, it's noon. He's going to get up and do a little comedy. You got in the all day. Just right. Sex and technology. It's around some versions of the human body. Extend the legs. It's going to be legs and spine are extended from the teeth.
Once he ate out of soft bread, he's already violent. So then how can you what difference if you have a desire left or not? In other words, remember, we said when a person says Shavua will Odal Kikarzu, now look, he violates the Shua as soon as he eats one kizayas. So now that's what happened. He ate a kizayas. So then why do you have to have a kizayas left at the end to be able to determine whether you can reverse it? He already violated the Shua. It's done. It's over. It's already a problem. So you can go ahead and reverse it. How can you reverse it after you've done it? It's too late. The deed was done. He violated the Shua and he's out. So that's neither our Shua if the case was no. He didn't violate anything yet. Why? Because in this case he said Shua which means he will eat the whole thing. If that's the case, then his prohibition is only to eat the whole thing. Nice area kazayas. Why are you saying that if you eat the kazayas, you be a problem? Why is Rabbah saying that if there's a kizayas left at the end, an olive piece of bread at the end, then he can reverse the shul because he's not yet violated it? You don't need there to be a kizayas again if you don't see that. Even if it's just a crumb left at the end, he didn't eat the whole loaf of bread. He's not in violation of it yet. In other words, as we would say, if the case is where he said he's not going to eat any of it, so then once he ate a kizayas, he's out. There's no turning back the clock at that point. It's not going to violate. If the case was,
even though it sounds well, really, okay, we said it.
Why is it have
But it's like, I'm not going to, I'm inside of their belly or on the I told stories about my dad being Marine, but I can't do jokes. Yeah, no, it's tough. I should have made fun of the sailors versus Marine things. Yeah, and that dog on me. That'd been funny. I did talk about Trump being in the Navy. Yeah, I talk about Trump being like war, and then there's that dance. Yeah, most of you the Olympic dances like that. Yeah, some of it was fine. Yeah, I did fine, but I'm not. I don't know who like you're not set up for the most success. So I didn't feel like jokes and comedy was appropriate, to be honest with you. I felt a little inappropriate. I felt, you know what I felt? I felt generally inappropriate. My presence felt inappropriate. I know that sounds weird, but I felt a little inappropriate. Does that make sense? Like comedy inappropriate. Wow, this is a thing. You're literally amongst it. It's not that don't get twisted. I would pretty tough. I would feel insecure. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'm pretty tough, dude. Yeah, compared to we're talking about playing that shit. Yeah, they're not even playing a game. I'm not saying playing a different game. It's not a sport. No. It's not so nobody charged the battlefield and said, this is football. No. But just to make you feel better about it. Not that you feel bad, but I'm secure around it. Yes. And that's a really good point. Tony would feel yes. I think you're right? And if not, you're a fucking idiot. Because those guys have been through it, and I haven't. And so then now I gotta get up there and be funny. I'm looking at the odds, you're not from their, and you're not from their tribe, so you have an outsider coming in. So even the Red Wings, it was an honor. It was a fucking honor. I would always do it. I said it, I go, anything for the military, I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it for free. I don't give a fuck. I will do it for free. I just need to be a little bit. I want to have a maximum impact. And I want to bring. Just yeah. I don't feel comfortable. I want to get there and start making fun of people because I was going to make fun of all the ranks and how precious they are about their ranks. And that would be funny. I did a little bit. I was like secretary. Or something comical, but if you want to get to the army, I get to the secretary. But I was careful. And maybe I shouldn't have been. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. Can you imagine? You guys started roasting, and people were like, "Ooh, get out of here, traitor!" I would start that. Traitor! I'll tell you what's pretty cool though. When you get the commandant who gets up there, or whoever it was, and the guy just gets up there and he goes, "Marines," and he goes, "Oh," like that. And he goes, "Catch up." And then the flames, those overhead, you're like, and so loud, you're like, Jesus, and then they cut off like that. You're like, woo! Well, literally, I was like, motherfucker, call me crazy, dude. That's badass. That's American. That's one of the most powerful. My back was straight for the grab crunch transition. You asked me to do push-ups right then? I'm going to do PR. I'll do my PR. Did it in Iran. I mean, Afghanistan, on the USO tour, when they said, Steve Byrne goes, Brian wants to challenge anybody here to a push-up on top. I was like, you're a dick. I did 84. Yeah, I did 84. I did 84. I did 84, like, good ones proper. Fuck, man. Anyway, it was good. And then I flew back to Utah, played some golf with my dad, played some golf with my 14-year-old, played some golf with my 300-year-old. You were in England at the time you texted me, your boys, gonna bring up Janie Band. I'm glad you brought now, I didn't want to run on because I know you feel like it. I think about and then, but I went, dude, yeah. So I was, there was a possibility that I would bring the vice president up on stage. So Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, and then the vice president, and I would bring some big boys, and I would be performing for them. That's not nerve-wracking at all. And then I would bring them up on stage. So, with respect, I'm Brian Cowan's not going to bring J.D. Vance to Vice President and Pete Hexon. No, they weren't there. I was part of the pre-sort of all good and honor. But let's not get it twisted. Somebody else cares about. Who's that? Oh, that guy. Oh, yeah. He's the comic. He's on. Yeah. That's fun when you see it. J.D. Vance showed up. All right. J.D. Vance showed up later. J.D. Vance showed up a little later. He was on a ship. He was on a ship waiting. But you know who you are. You know what, man? I'm sure maybe I was mentioned in the thank yous. If you look at the fine print, but it was an honor. Yeah, totally. You know, look, people have how much you get paid, shill? Nothing, shill. Nothing, you fuck. Nothing. So shut up and shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. Yeah, but they should have told some about your way. No, I would do it anyways. It was my name. Yeah, that wasn't the deal. It was just like, hold on. We'd like to give you a break, though. Bring up amphibious 4x4s. There was a truck there. So we were on this giant, this land and sea amphibious assault ship that comes right up on the beach. It's a hydrofoil. Yeah, like you see those things in Florida on the Everglades. Yeah, they can go on land. Yeah, I want you to picture that. It's bigger than this building. Yeah, with the goes on. They give that shit away. You ingest them. Does it store your skin? Does it actually help with osteoporosis, joint pain, all that stuff? Well, I went to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT, I said, give me all the evidence. Look at all the evidence on PubMed. Look at all the measurable evidence, the human-controlled studies. Guess what? They actually work. According to the studies, there is evidence that collagen peptides actually make a measurable difference. So, and as you get older, your hair starts thinning, nails break, your skin doesn't look the same, and that's really because you're losing bugs. BS. Bugs Naturals, collagen peptides, this is where they come in. I just got a can of it. And starting when you're in your 20s, your body produces less collagen every single year. You look at me, I know I look beautiful, I know I look really tight, but I'm still pushing 60, and you can just see a difference. You don't have the smooth skin, you don't have fast recovery. Well, guess what? You put bugs in your coffee, a smoothie, you choose every morning. It's tasteless, it's odorless, it dissolves instantly, no clumps. There's no weird additives, no weird aftertaste. It's super easy to use, okay? But here's what it makes it truly different. It basically, the brand is a tribute to former Navy SEAL Glenn Bubb, a national hero who gave his life saving American to Benghazi. His call sign was Bubb, and that DNA is woven into the brand. So Bubbs donates 10% of all profits to charity, starting with Glenn Doherty Memorial Foundation. It's pretty cool, right? On top of that, Bubbs is built the highest standard. There's no junk, zero sugars. It's third parties tested. This is very important. It's NSF tested. It's NSF certified for board. So, because if you're an athlete and you're taking peptides, you want to make sure it's not contaminated with anything else, then you get popped for an illegal substance. So they have these really strict standards, okay? It's a Whole 30 approved, sustainably sourced from grass-fed pasteurized cattle, and it's trusted by over 100,000 customers. It was also named Best Collagen of 2024 by Health.com. All right? So, by the way, live long. But limit 10 only, our listeners get 20% off of Bubs Naturals by using code FIGHTER at checkout. Just head to BUBSNatural.com, use code FIGHTER, and you are all set. After your purchase, they will ask you where you heard them from. Please support our show. Tell them we sent you. Bubs Natural. Cost baptized. Hey, I tried to do my research. Man, watermelon. Amphibious combat vehicle, ACVs, 5.2 million. Bring that up. Let me see what that looks like. Iron civilians, H2O Panther. It's like that. Why is that 5.2 million? I'm sorry. That doesn't make sense. You might be on the wage. Oh, okay. Well, it was like that. That's stupid. I get that would be 5.2, right? That makes sense. That's a lot of technology. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just wonder when. Yeah. That's building a robot. You know what, Rocky? Raytheon, is GMC, like, there's been some American brands that were built with those. They're not how much GMC. Oh, they got technology, man. It's so funny how your phone, if you walk a certain area, yeah. It's like a collab. There's certain engines or something. And then sundown, Tiger had in the day, mid-afternoon. I didn't sleep any at night. This is my brother Tiger was with Tiger suspension at 9:45 at night. Now, I can tell you it's not on. You're tired, but compete, buddy. And there's about 8 pairs of ground. 9:45 with unknown pitches. That's too late. That's not good. Yeah, because these shows are 18. I don't know. You get the weight and you push back later games. And then the way they just put you is if you get the high seating, you're the 8 a.m. game on Sunday. So since we lost both of them, one of the dads goes, shit, we deserve it. Like, what do you mean? We'll be the early seed. I'm like, he's like, I won't be here for Sunday. What? I got home at 11:30. Oh, Tiger up at 5. Oh, get your stuff on. It's not very good. My son and I, we took an 8:30 flight from Utah to 12 in Austin, and usually my little buddy, 3.5, and then getting him, picking him up, and carrying a bag with him on my arms, and walking that way out, and a tight bag. It'll give you a tight bag, and then go ahead and add that child seat, which is super long, and I'm not a big guy. So I'm carrying all that shit. I got a workout. It's a workout. It's a workout. Tell you what I'm not good at. The game of golf. You just gotta do it a lot. You gotta do it a lot. You gotta shoot on that golf when you get to a stop. Or you're rich. Like when young guys play that golf, like, my father, is the biggest trash company, 85, and he would hit it and shoot the shit out of his shoe. And he's like, everybody hit and go up to the cabinet, keep an eye over him. He's going to go from there. He's like, I need it in the book. Go to the beach. I like the beach. Just fucking with me. What is that good? You know what I don't appreciate is I said, you know, I was like, I don't mean in the yard. I was a bad fighter. And by the way, very dangerous to fight. I don't know what's going on. Totally, we talked to an expert. They think there's a nest. They have a crib. This isn't lit as well as the other houses. So they think because it's darker, they don't like the light. When there's a bunch of lights, they rattlesnake nest. Because you've had 3 now, 3. So that's a lot of snakes. I know our neighbors, like, do you know where Dale was like, I've lived there 6 years, I've never seen one. I've had 3 in less than 2 weeks. But they're big, too. Big boys. This thing's head just, is it a regular fucking, well, you know, it's no joke. Yeah, the dog could be next. Oh, yeah. Can you keep having them in the fridge? I don't think so, man. But Jay was like, dude, you can kill them. Even you kill them. Sell the business. You skin it. Sell it. That's not doing it. A rattlesnake's head. I'm going to skin it. I can get that cup of coffee now. Because it's a real outside of that's it. So now all of a sudden, decide to let it go across the way. And he's just going to come back. Well, not now. Big enough. Big enough. It's big. Yeah. You know, last week you thought mine. Yeah, I did. Yeah, she should. I just there's some snakes like in Australia, like the inland type man, or the bushmaster, it goes right when it bites in the ox, the ox will die in an hour. Like these fucking things, like these snakes, they bite you. But the rattlesnake, not so much. You know, with kids, it's really not that fake. What you do is you get, I don't know how many people know rattlesnake bites in America. You get which they have moccasins or water moccasins are very poisonous. Yeah, so not the water moccasins. Just a snake is he's trying to get in the grip, not it's not that. Sometimes the arm will die each year. Yeah. The problem is that when the arm gets bit, you can have nerve damage for the rest of your life. I also think that's kind of so rattlesnake bites are more likely to cause long-term such as a tissue nerve damage of 10 to 44%. Victims experience your kids can have a dead foot, you know what I mean? Jesus, yeah. That's the problem. But the key there is only 5 out of 8,000 guys. So you're gonna be okay. It's gonna fucking hurt. Yeah. You don't want it's not good. But now, the inland type man, tiger snake, brown snake, Australia, don't care. Costa Rica, don't care. Bushmaster, don't care. They say, black mamba, green mamba, go ahead and find a quiet place to sit. And just find a home. Find a home, and just, sorry about this. And that ain't gonna be painless. We're gonna be moving around. We're gonna be riding around, yeah. You're gonna lose, I don't care what it is. It's It's like, I'm no longer worried about Great Plains. There was a guy doing a snake show in Australia. Kind of a quirky old dude who does snake shows. Can we talk about this? If you're a snake guy, you're a little quirky. I got a ponytail. Way too comfy with snake. Was under the impression that if you get bit by a tiger snake, very poisonous. Or it was a brown snake, whatever, from Australia. Now, what you want to do is, if you drink it'll be fine, dude. So the Rothschild killed him. He got bit. And Stat said, give me some milk. And I just and continued the show. And of course, about 5 minutes later, literally went and passed out. Now, he did get medical attention. He did survive well.
What up,
But
Apollo?
they were like, that's a tiger snake, and your milk is no good here, sir. I don't know where you read.
How you living?
You might want to research, get a second. Yeah, it was before TikTok. Southside's been out there for a doctor or an expert to throw signs against you. Dude, I was watching I'm on episode like 5 of that game show, which is great. You gotta watch it. Good? Yeah, I love it. Like, so a lot of his like fascination with like skin and all this stuff is he was not manipulated, but he got a lot of like the Nazi comic books, and there's a lady out there called the Butcher of something. And she's a character in the show. So I'm like, I wonder if that's real. You know, they creative license. I look, this lady's a real lady. A really actually shit from now. There she is, sweet. She was angel. She had kids too. You made a mistake. But wow. This is what I'm talking about. And that's my mistake. Not realizing that makes them never sure. Simplification doesn't even work. Comics from World War II, and she was like this evil villain in comics. And now, father of mine, I'll give you half. And that's what you want to do something? I remember that comic. Really? Yep. I remember it very well. And now that you mention it, I remember reading that comic book. And it was horrifying. Not crazy. That's some real shit. Yeah. Wow. You see, Butcher Wall. He's still moving all the bitch. Butcher Wall? The witch of Butcher Wall was in Butcher Widow. Wow. Oh, she was in the women's prison. She's a wife of camp commandant. And you know, like, if women rule the world, she's bad ones up there. She had 4 kids, though. Imagine that. She's just a fucking. You know that sociopaths, women are much less likely to be a sociopath than men. Most sociopaths are men. Now, some women can be real horrible sociopaths. They're not crazy, though. Real thing. So I was like, oh, they just did some creative shit here. Let me do this thing. Wow, real thing. Piece of shit. Yeah, you're going to get people who are fanatical about their ideology. They're going to say, I have to solve a problem. And then when they have freedom, there it is. Look at that. Human heads. Tattooed skin. Now, in the show, she's extremely attractive. And then when I looked at the real life lady, in it, she's a woman in real life, which is what I expected. Because I'm going to eat hot dogs. Well, they're hot, but they're more like socially mean. They're not gonna sit on judging, it's all back and use your skin as I knew she was ugly. Yeah, I would imagine that kind of muscle makes that much of a she doesn't have a color examination active. She was having a large girl. She was a big strong girl, wasn't she? Over there you are. There with your wide head. They made her very attractive in the show, like a dime.
Person says, I won't eat 9 figs.
With the German Shepherd. Look at those two. Just all neat, well put together, beautiful dog, and complete sadists. Look at that outfit. That Nazi outfit with the high boots. Yeah. Like she was in her Fraulein dress. The dog going down. Yeah, that's how they portray her in calm. She doesn't look like that. So I think that's what the show did. I may not remember the comic book. I remember a comic book like they wish the She-Hulk SS. Look at her with her shirt up. Well, that right there, that comic book, if you're a young man, that gives certain men a fetish, right? They see that there's certain time in their sexual development now, they're like, oh man, let's jack it up. They start having sex all the time, right? No more. Things, dude.
Because
Plastic surgery really that much makeup still have anything on her, still on, and yet she's now bring up the one from the game store. Is that the one of the actors? Yeah. But would you see her from the show? Yeah, dude. He's amazing. You know the one where it's just like a drawing? You see it? Where she looks like shit. Nope.
The Oscar got up on nothing, and afterwards, what did he do? He ate on nothing. He was dying by himself. They're having another doctor here. Another is only doctor here, because it's only half of the dollars. You have to get that dollars to go to whether it be with
Hey, look, great guy. Talk to you guys about DraftKings. Champions are made and legends are tested. UFC 321. Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gahn. I am so excited for this fight. I have no idea what to expect, but this is big. Between Cyril Gahn is a monster, very light on speed, great striker. Obviously, if Tom Aspinall gets him to the ground, have a problem. I'm hoping Cyril Gahn's been working with a bunch of Eastern European and Russian wrestlers. He may. By the way, Kings Sportsbook, the official sports big partner of UFC, puts all the action in the palm of your hand. New customers spend just $5. If your bet wins, you'll get paid out $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FIGHTER. That's code FIGHTER. Turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-OPEN-Y or text OPEN-Y 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for a problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino. When resorting for wager, tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Ontario. Restrictions apply. That must receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. And additional terms and responsible gaming resources. See DKNG.com/audio. Limited time offer.
6-4, 7-4, 8-4, 9-4, 10-4, 10-5, 10-6, 10-7, 11 and 7, 12 and 7, 13 and 7, 14 and 7, 15 and 7, 15 and 8, 16 and 8. That's great. 16 and 10, 17 and 10, 18 and 10. 1 and 0, 2 and 0, 2 and 10, 2 and 2, 3 and 4, 3 and 5, 4 and 5, 4 and 6, 5 and 6, 5 and 7, 6 and 7, 8 and 7, 8 and 9, 9 and 7, 8 and 9, 8 and 10, 9 and 10, 10 and 10, 10 and 11, 11 and 11, 12 and 11, 12 and 15,
Tommy Sports Cup in the NLCS. Keep on getting the rates off, rushes off. Doesn't go in the dugout, they just shut up. Puts his gloves on. A year ago, first pitch to the Dodgers. He did it 3 times. How many can he lose?
I swear I am not going to be. Just after the news, and now literally in the game. I get through the game. I'm saying, I have to eat it. So now, and then you want the next man up.
Watch a guy go from pitching to hitting. Now, this I think that there's only going to be one or once in a fucking generational. But I do think what happens is, because, like Bryce Harper was an amazing pitcher in high school. All over the line, they go, you're super gifted at hitting. Like, let's focus on this. So I think that this might open up a doorway where guys are like, hold on, dude, like, you see what Otani does? I can get it both. Yeah. Because like Cags, who came from University of Florida, he's a big pitcher, big boy, like 6'5", 240, left-hand hitter. He was a great pitcher. Missing these competition. Yes, and you're missing it. Whether you hate the Dodgers or I get all the hate and their salary cap, all that shit, and their high paid players, get away from all that. It's like the game of life of being consistent. Because I'm pretty sure the Japanese discipline, I'm pretty sure they compare him to Babe Ruth, but I'm pretty sure Babe Ruth wasn't doing both at the same time. He pitched for the time, and then he hit for time. So, but he wasn't striking 3 out and going to bat and home run. So, I mean, see, double check that shit. But then also, here's what's interesting. They had a scout. I should have said that. They had a scout where this guy, he was an American player, and there was when Otani his teenage years. And he was, fucking crushed. This American Black was just getting eyes up so Donnie. We've been watching him since he was 9. Since he was 9, he was 9. Yeah, so you know what? Upon here, sometimes you do one thing, like Michael Jordan, Robert Upon here to play baseball. This guy was Upon here to play. I'm sorry, basketball, this guy was Upon here to play baseball. Always, there are a couple things I would look at. Like, the most impressive thing to me is mindset and how he deals with pressure. It's not like when I watch boxing now, I look at defense just as much as I do offense. How you know, so I was a little garage, so yes, Babe Ruth hit and pitched the same game multiple times, especially during the Red Sox career. People realize you can't keep us in the Red Sox. You had a game in the 1930s, we pitched a complete game, which is crazy. And then hit all run, so one home run. Different competition, different everything. It was all like it. But still, they're Japanese. It wasn't a worldwide sport. Yeah, but still, he's still a monster. But that, if you don't like the Dodgers, because you're never going to see that dominance again. You might, maybe you get your long run, but chances are good. Well, when the first set, it's set. But it's not just physical, that's a mental thing. You gotta have everything. It's like missing out when Connor had his run, like, I can't miss out. I don't like got it. He already, you missed one of the best athletic performances. When Pele did his kick, you ever see him? I'm not just being dramatic. There's something called glory. And when you watch Otani, when you watch Pele, when you watch Michael Jordan, when you watch Conor McGregor, it's prime. You know what I mean? It's glorious. And glorious is like that thing that kind of like where you feel like everything is right in the world in that moment. You feel like this is the most beautiful moment in the world. Like all the shit and everything else, we watch it for true drama. Because you know what it makes you do? It actually makes you cheer. It makes you cry. Yeah. It takes you, and you realize that when human beings really try under favorable circumstances, they can be awe-inspiring. It's crazy. They can just drop your jaw and be awe-inspiring. It was so cool. And I think that when you watch your children, you know, and you see how good they are and they're getting better, there's part of it is that you're watching them get closer to that. You're watching them hit that mark. One of the things I heard Jordan Peterson talk about with sports is that you're watching someone hit the mark perfectly, which is so difficult to do. Hitting a ball, hitting a home run, so hard. Whatever it might be, hitting a bat. This weekend, you know, it's not all fucking rainbows and all that. Usually get ice cream or something after. We had that late, and he struggled a little bit. And I can't tell he's all down and lost, you know. And he's like, I don't want to be the best. It doesn't pan out for those kids. We want you to struggle. And what I'm more concerned about is growth. Like having work is good. You're not going to have figured out. And what it takes is that you also learn from that is my son loves golf now. He's playing golf and he's getting back at night. And I said, hey, you're not allowed to do that. Golf, that's Again, you can get that in the water. Any game where it might be out here, piano, daily attendance, practice on the high level. You're not allowed to start playing 15 minutes ago. We don't. There's no such thing as somebody who starts jiu-jitsu. You're the best athlete in the NFL. You start jiu-jitsu, and a month later, you're getting up in a little ball. I don't give a fuck who you were on the next 4 years. That's no matter what. And that's I love that about anybody who's young. Read the book of Five Rings. I remember Robbie, when he was 30, gave the book to me. And it's by Miyamoto Musashi, who was a samurai. And it's about practice. And it's about how the universe works. And it's an amazing book about and this guy that don't like that thing with a sword. But it's a beautiful thing about strategy, tactics, philosophy, and about how to live your life. And I think it was the most influential book for Rogan is Damn Rogan, 1640 years. And it's all about how you can, if you get really good at one thing, you'll learn everything in life. Right? Like if you get really good at master one thing, everything else will make sense. If you develop a work ethic, which is going to work for you. Learn how to run, all that stuff. Yeah, an amazing book. I got a question for you guys. You guys like sports and stuff like that? Yeah. Which one? Judo and wrestling. But I mean, even, and again, it was high school, but I was young. Judo was the first time I won when I was in, and it wasn't like a big thing, but my teacher, my coach was in medal was actually a gold medalist in Japan. It was the first time I realized I was kind of good at something. I could throw, I was kind of coordinated. Oh shit, I can kind of do this. So I chose to be a wrestler in high school in my Kansas State. But when you're young and you're competing, it's terrifying. Like I tried my best. Like that was the first time I really did, and I did all right for some of these girls I was fighting guys. You guys my weight class and all that, but that's a moment for a young man. Because it doesn't matter, you're competing. Yes. But mine's obviously music. So I competed in a heavy metal band when I was in like battle of the bands. Battle of the bands kind of good. So we got first place, and then I got engaged for R&B. And so on first place. Also, when I was 19, 20, I won the Taekwondo National Championships. In Iowa, is where it is. I remember when I woke up, when I went to bed, I was so concentrated on everything being perfect out there, and it worked out. I actually got first place. Yeah. So, yeah, it's definitely. Like when the first time you make people laugh, or when you get your first, that's incredible. Yes. I don't know. Never goes away. How about this story? Why do you have another question of general? Which question? Just about my match that I can't talk about. My entire life, Jen. Onwards, for first place, you have to go on first place. That's cute. Yeah, that's great. But, yeah, because I've seen people that, what? No, it's what you do. I like an athlete, what you do. It's just wrong. So what you're doing is you're competing against like all the people that go on to be pros. So it's just, it all depends what you want. It depends what you want. That was your job. It's not your job. It's boss's job. It depends what you want. Yeah, well, it depends on what you're supposed to do. Like, no, it depends how bad you want. Well, because there's something for good time if they win great. If not, it's not the end of the world. They're gonna fucking council. Yeah, those kids keep going. You know where Costa, Ray Costa, he's on the Daily Show. Can't believe. Oh yeah, I love him. I'll come to Grace. His Leonardo DiCaprio show is fucking awesome. And how am I forgetting his name? I'm getting old. It's not. It's a Rob Costa J. Mike, I'm sorry. I love Mike. He's great. And Mike, when he was number 1,000, his tennis was number 1,000 tennis player. And I said, what? He goes, dude, I competing in Russians and Serbs where that's where they have to make it, where that's all that matters, where they play constantly. You're not going to do that as an American head office. You know? It's like a whole different thing. Awesome. Alright, let's go. Yeah, so this is playing in the athletic career, like fun, dude. Athletic? Yeah, I didn't do it. Are you kidding? Never? You ever told you I know, but outside of school? Yeah. But so before then, you had to do athletic? I was in band. So that was my path. Yeah. I learned how to play. Here's a story. So I learned how to play clarinet, right? So when I first saw clarinet, I was like, that looks so complicated. I don't know why. So I remember I got to the point. It's first choice is the number one player. Yeah, you know, that's like the strategy. That's what everyone wants. So I did clarinet solo. Like second chair, third chair, but then we had this like huge thing. Everyone in the class knew it. They're not just cheering. With the, I don't know what they call it. With the head guy, the composer. He's like, no, you're still going to be second chair. And everyone's like, wow, you're agent. No. You could tell I was in music. You could tell I was just going off of, you know, I literally spoke I learned how to read it. Yeah, no, I learned it to a certain extent, but I'm like, doing that for sure, but you're like, no, you need to. Especially because you're playing with an orchestra, so you have to get time. You just you're trying to freestyle. Yeah, I don't like that. Freestyling, I'm like, fucking. But with the same thing, I would do this group. They practice like crazy, and I feel like I practice a lot too. But yeah, it's that one thing where you say like some people just are more naturally. You know, I think it's amazing as conductors can like listen to a whole symphony and they go, the second violin's out. So Rothschild apparently he came in and she was listening to the song. She goes, get rid of the second part. He's not good. She knew her shit like that. They were like, what? Yeah, that second part is not the fuck he's doing. I don't know if that's go down this road and go to high school and college. I feel like it's fucking kickers. Oh my god. Well, that was a great year. These guys got up and drink. They're like, feel the tox. Unique blend of hemp-derived THC and out the traditional downs of alcohol. Alright? Am I talking about something you can wind down with that isn't alcohol? Yes, I am. Okay? And these are not like your typical edibles. You'll feel each blend within 10 minutes, and the effect will last an hour and a half, similar to a cocktail. It's mellow enough for your mom to try, but snackable if you want to dial it up. Okay, so when you look in, Breeze has a beverage to help you feel the feel. Alright? So ready to explore the future of drinking? Check it out. Instead of taxing your liver, messing your head up, go to try.drinkbreeze.com/TFATK. Try.drinkbreeze.com/TFATK. Use code TFATK for free shipping on your first order. Alright, Breeze drinking has evolved. This is my disclaimer though. Consult your physician before use. If you're pregnant, nursing, have no allergies or medical conditions, or are taking any medication. Products are intended for 21 and over. Okay, so this is a place called Bayou. They've found 16 bodies. 16 bodies in the same area. But it's mostly homeless people. To which I say, I think a lot of people who died of like natural causes. There's some homeless people who died and also stuff, but it is kind of weird that they're all in that same area within a matter of a couple months. We found all these bodies. But wasn't this the same thing going on in Boston? They were going like a bunch of gay dudes, a drunk guy, behind a bar. And what we found was actually a lot of homeless people. And no, not in Boston. Boston was all the way. Are you sure? I know. Look that up, Jim. And I did it. So a lot of homeless are dying in Houston, by the water. A lot of homeless in Austin. Yeah, over a month period of time. This why are they dying in water? Because they get drunk. They get high. Rivers of Austin are down the Rain Street River. There's no connection. 189 drunk deaths. A lot of people drown. Alcohol consumption, suicide, drug overdoses, natural causes. The primary cause of death and deaths are accidental drowning, suicide, natural causes. Only one case in Lady Berkeley County has been okay. But people want to already be a serial killer. The rumors are amplified by social media. Yeah, because that doesn't make it fun, does it? If they're just accidentally drowning. There's no murder in Houston or Boston. What is this? The yogurt shop murder? This is awful. So that's a real thing. Awful. Had a major breakthrough. Wow. A serial killer's murder. 4 teenage girls. Jesus. Look out, murdered in a shop. In 1991. Advanced DNA testing authorities have announced that the serial killer Robert Eugene Rush was the perpetrator. The DNA just decided in 2025. This dude's so awful. These girls were just, in the shop. Just know. To say how they died.
Just keep it in the same kind of in your back pocket. One thing
I didn't know that. So that's terrible. I want to come back. I would have got you. I see what you look like. Good idea.
You can utilize a mentor on that. You can, but you can't do shit.
Just some psycho killed himself. Wait a minute. This is terrible. I'm a bunch of losers.
Again, Shmuel is on the camera. And since the Gavra is already under regarding imposing another layer of oath obligation, it doesn't work.
Yeah, just a bad guy.
That's what, but even This stuff doesn't work.
Did we cover this last week? No. Okay, so yeah. California passed a controversial new law supporting its Wanabis based on your income source. It's so stupid. I mean, the Miller can pay up to $5,000 for the same offense that could cost an average worker $200. Just call it fair, no shit.
I swear. Like, I swear to do something.
That is so
like myself,
fucking
and that's I
ridiculous.
think to do it.
So do I just get a speed for free if I'm out of a job? If they're like, hey man, what's your name? And now the information is just like that. That's constitutional. If I'm like, that's gonna be constitutionally challenged, right? They're not gonna. That's not even a law that was introduced. Yes, not a law. But the next game, so a lot of bullshit laws are introduced to the floor, to the house, because you got communists and socialists who are so dumb. So I'm like, well, I'm out of a job. They just passed it. This is
something that.
That's gotta be challenged. This is California. Does not
If I say, I swear I'm going to
pass
stop
a single
myself
country law about speeding to Alzheimer's. Never mind. You can't prove it. That's bullshit.
I'm in violation of my own speed trade laws.
So, Adam,
It's not
that
how
would be
myself
crazy.
is ultimately is
What's this shit? This is an umpire at a kid's game. You know, it's like a coach or a dad. You remember, like,
I swear I'm
you
going to
learn
stop
to just say, you know, it stops or whatever. See, there's me out there. But then this guy goes a little too far. You see here.
So jag hoppas på att jag kan bli
That's a dope. He's talking to a coach right there. Oh, shit. Well, that's a song. Yeah, he's screwed. Now, usually somebody, I've never seen an ump strike first. Usually it's a coach or a parent striking the ump. Do this weekend, this ump, for whatever reason, had to have force like Bob getting all this stuff the night before. Saturday, it was a bases were loaded, it was a force out at second, gets up on plate, he goes, nope, safe.
What up, dude?
You can tell he just fucked this over. Fans are so upset. Wanted that.
What's good, big dog? So, what did your doctor say?
I'm gonna call up, try to call up again. But I gotta go out my 2 hours, so I'll call up together. So
Zoot, is it working hours there?
Yeah. I don't think they can do anything to help.
Zoot, shut the fuck up. Because you're going to lose a friendship. Call them right now. There are therapies that you can do. No,
Do you know?
Zoot, just call them. I'll wait here for you.
You know what helps them?
Zoot, sometimes.
a PI call in football that costs you the game. Yeah, there's not much you can do. What happens? It's so frustrating. Yeah. I've seen that a bunch this season. Up on somebody though. Usually it's a dad or we're seeing a snippet. I wonder if this has been going on the whole game, right? What was going on the whole game? He was like fighting? No, I'm saying the coach was just in space constantly. Like, I'm done with this shit. It's weird to see he got his space, but then he's walking up to him. He's threatened him. But this makes me feel like he's done. Well, no, I'll tell you what's happening. I bet that coach was talking, like, riding him all game. The fight. You know what? Yeah, but you can't do that. I'm saying that this doesn't justify coach riding him all game. Watch, he's looking at him. See that? He's done. He's done. Listen, you little shit. Don't fucking point him like that. He'd had it. Because that guy got in like that, in his face like that, probably touched his nose. He was like, you know what? Gack. You're never working again. Kind of appropriate. You're never working again. No. You're done. You can't play, coach. If you go back again, I'm a lawyer. Watch this. Let's go back. Let's just study let me see. Well, this was aggressive. Let's take a look at the aggressive movement, but right, he went in like that, and he came out. He stepped forward. He attacked him. It's a big too. Big hump. Oh, watch. Little guy coming up. Watch this. It's close now. He said something though, like he's got a hand in his face, dude. He doesn't touch him. You're fucked. Oh, his hand went down. You're fucked. Hand went down. Then push, left hook, kick to the face. You're screwed. There you go. He's fine. He's fine. Yeah. Bring him down. Now, what if that dad doesn't have a kid on the team? Because like that, get beat up by the up. It's a little bit, it's kind of exciting. Yeah, you got hit. Let's get him. Can't have that. It always amazes me how many people don't know how to throw money. Thank God. Okay, so we talked about him dying recently, and so this is we know why. Yeah, so like we guessed. I don't know why. Oh, suicide. Yeah. Oh wow, that's terrible. I knew as a boxer suffers from this. Afterwards, like leaving the sport. Yeah, head trauma. Your stuff can do stuff to people. And just not doing anything after the entire reasons. I think a lot of it has. This also happened. Did you know Duke at all? I did. Terrible. So Duke Rufus passed away as well. He was a fighter of legendary kickboxer. His brother was. Oh. Yeah. I mean, he was good too, but his brother was legendary. Like, best North American kickboxer ever. And so, do we know why he died in his sleep? Yeah, that's all I heard too. Just died in his sleep. Might have had a heart. Such a good dude. Tell me what you guys think of this video here. It says an Asian woman was arrested for chasing down and subduing a thief who stole her father's phone. So I'll show you right here. Look at how the cops handle it, pretty much, is what I'm saying. Well, you shouldn't take matters into your own hands. I understand she was going to leave, but she could have just maybe followed her and not gone on top of her. This woman into the thief to the ground and subdued him. However, when the police arrived at the scene, they directly arrested her. Right? And that's fine. If they escape, they escape. But that doesn't make it okay for you to trap somebody and not let them leave. So your daughter took the ball. That's stupid. Cops are you got kind of shitty right now. Yeah, figure it out. You know, it's just a tough world we live in. I know, but it's the law. some pussy. Would you do that? I'd fall up the front. I do. You know, like, also that lady was even hurt her. She was holding her down till the cops arrived so she couldn't escape. I'm friends with MMA fighters. So speaking of that, tell me what you do in this situation. This is more towards Glenn because you have fancy cars. But check this out. Do I? Yeah. Or you used to have like supercars. I'm not 100% positive why this guy is taking video of this dude's McLaren. That's what it looks like to me. Is he also kind of supercar? While he's getting into the car, it looks like maybe they're going to have maybe that guy's parked in front of a red curb. No positive, or he just thinks it's a cool car and he wants to get his selfies with it. But we do have audio of the people, you know, from across the street who are filming this, so let's listen in. It didn't happen. Tom, you're Uber. Oh, no, it's not the car. No, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of appropriate. You can't sit on my fucking car. You don't need. I think your guy deserves to get the shit beat out of him. You don't need all this, though. I mean, he kind of does, though. No, people are assholes. That's one punch for sure. But people are assholes. Fucking freaking accidentally try. I would never do that. I expect you to beat him. You should. That guy's never got. He's never had his ass kicked. Yeah, at least a good slap. The one punch would have done it though. You should have known that. He didn't got smacked. That's you. I would end the same thing. Oh yeah. I don't know if I'd grab him and throw. My problem is that guy, that whole situation would just happen. Being the guy now, I don't know, because him violating his $400,000 car, be dead to the hood. Yeah, that's what he said in this. He's no law, you're not allowed to. He could be taking a baseball bat to your car. You're not allowed to. You know, he can literally be taking a big point. I don't care about you now. You know, it's such a pussy thing. Like, oh, you're going to jail. No, you're going to jail. Yeah, but what you should like me? I bought a gun. The guy says if a guy's beating your dog with a baseball bat, it's your property. Anyway, it's way more strict. Your property, and they have a bat. I'm going to say it's coming for me. I'm going to shoot it in the fucking face. But, yeah. That was good. That made me feel good. Yeah, I was happy when I saw the fuck. I don't know why people would start bad flags, even though he's obviously following that big player. I think it's 720. They should start no funding for that guy for doing the right thing. I agree.
That's why.
I don't think it's fine to shit on and has to go to jail for it, which is very possible. Get to this later. This one was shot to me. So this one, this is a Laura and some classmates, and she's kissing a kid. That poor kid. She's a super hot top. And I mean, more still hot. I saw this. She was like a maniac. She was young. Trying to get a real top cat. That's his birthday. She gave him a kiss.
Okay, one more time.
Back then, it was like yeah, we were just different back then. more. She was a, for a boy that kind of looking, getting to it. And then I sat next to her. My girlfriend was like, you have to get quiet. She was looking at me. Oh, snap. I was like, I do. Now, I don't know, but there was a little something there. And I sat next to her. And she didn't say a fucking word to me. But her eyes, we were looking at her going, because I'd seen her movies. And I felt so, it was like a big deal. Like, right, damn, she's beautiful. So I think your girl's real calm. My girl was 19. She was hot. My 19-year-old Cece was right up against that where she knew it. I would even say Demi Moore was probably looking at me because she felt competitive with my girl. Because my girl was Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit. I was 19. I was stiff man with a big old dick. And when I tell you I had Roger Rabbit. That's when you're having sex like all day. I was eating. I had nothing at all. Just my skinny body, just a fucking my energy and my stupid looked like the letter L. I was just gonna stick with it. Stick of cum. Boy, oh boy, did I put it out. I put it down. What's the average time you have sex? She was so odd, dude. I'd see her naked. She had this giant tits. She was a Playboy bunny. She looked like a Playboy bunny. Like when you're a young man, you have who is Bill. Like, you want to drive it all the time. I know, literally, like. Wow. So I would go.
Dude, because you're not funny, that's why.
the same local bread. Right? So I say, sure, I'll keep it. I swear I'm not going to eat this local bread. That's number one. Number two, sure, bread. I swear I'm not going to eat it. Number three, sure, I swear I'm not going to eat it. Three shures, and I eat it. And I eat it. What's the halacha? Eino kain ela achas. So it's only chayin one. One layer of shore, immediately inconsequential, the most subsequent shores have no room to devolve upon that object, therefore there's only one layer of liability. So it says, so these shores means either is carbonic liability, carbon over shores shaft. What about if we're talking, we know what's the definition of shore shaft? Mishpa, Mishanos, S. Hayadua. There's a fact that is known to at least three people, and I swear to change that fact. As one knows that a man is a man, a woman is a woman, I swear that the man is a woman, the woman is a man. That's the Shuras Shav. Ultimately, again, what's the halacha? Hayovin al-Zidona Marcus, Bashivadasa Papa. In that case, intentional violation is malchus, accident is possible. Says the Gemara, because it's the Shvur Shlo Okal, Shvur Shlo Okal, no. So it says, here that's interesting. Say, you know, what was the point of this? Right, here's the idea about what's the point? Competitive shorts about the same object, what's the halacha? Don't have points. But if you notice, what did the Mishnah do? The Mishnah varied the Lashon in shorts 1, 2, and 3, right? Shur number 1 is Shur Shal Al Keepers. That's why I won't eat this loaf. Shur number 2 is Shur Shal Al Chalna, right? And then Shur number 3 is Shur Shal Al Chalna. So two here is the same. Why are you varying the Lashon? Why don't you say Shur Shal Al Keepers? Shur Shal Al Keepers. Why are you varying the Lashon? So it's very interesting. The area we are trying to say. The reason why you only carry one is because first we said Shor Shlo Ochal, and then we said Shor Shlo Ochlada, right? However,
bro, and I would just, and we would just, and they had this, I can't.
Wow.
And you didn't have food either. You didn't know, bro, you know. No, like food. Maybe one meal a day. God, I remember it like that. Beautiful. It's just like he was into a fantasy. He was like going, oh, there's the hottest girl. That's the playmate. That's the playmate of the year, and I get to have sex with her. You peed that night, and you beat his night with it. I'm so good. I'm like, so worth it. So worth it. I don't give a fuck. So worth it. I did it. I was very into it. I mean, I've done it, you know, I've been more lucky than you. They're like, this is what the fuck comes. It's the greatest thing. There's nothing rude at a joke about that. Even a fucking FTV fighting cheap horses. Like the most incredible thing is pussy's better. Mike Tyson, if God invented something better than pussy, he's keeping it to himself. How about John Sheen? He's getting his days like by 10 while doing crack. He said, I was smoking crack, cocaine, and I was getting the buzz up, and there ain't nothing. It's all downhill. It's all downhill. And he also experimented. So the menu, well, he decided that guy, super tech. I said, 1,000. Nobody heard me. Who is this guy? He's a YouTube prankster. You know, brings things on YouTube, they make a blow on. So this guy would actually go to random people with a fucking syringe, and it's there. But no, he'd stab them. But there's nothing in the syringe.
So what do you see here?
I'll show you some of this stuff. How long? I think up to 6 months, which is ridiculous.
Additional liability. When the second straw, third straw, don't add a new dimension of this. But the second one,
How is
straw back does add something. You know, that's what I say. I
it fucking choke that? Dude, how did that's how long has he been? It should be 10 years, probably. I've never read until 6 months up to see him performing these tricks. I didn't think it could hurt me. That was my mistake. I thought of myself, not of others. What a piece of shit. So dumb. He's got on. He's got prior conviction for assault and harassment. Wow. Wait, how long is he doing? It's more than that. Go up. Yeah. Go on, keep going. Keep going.
Good morning.
3 years. Suspended 6 months. Handed down a note so you gotta get sentence.
Our annual
What's 6 months suspended? That means 6 months.
this year,
6 months suspended. They're your ban. I can't leverage. I should have been there for years. Like not a year somewhere. A year locked up for Was he checking that? Did he actually stick it in? There was nothing in it. Yeah. Oh, wait, I could have sworn you kept jabbing, but sitting here showing me. He's also going to get sued. He's also going to get sued. Yeah, it's all empty syringes. Dispensers. Well, at least they come. First time he's on YouTube, figure it out.
Will help us along the journey ahead. This football 26.
This should be the last one. So it's just an infuriating beat if you watch this. It's 2 women walking a dog and another woman behind him with her bigger dog. Whoa!
Went to this,
Trying to grab the little dog. Whoa! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, dude, grab your dog with respect. Just grab your fucking dog. Why does she keep falling? Because she's retarded. Oh my god, so about gets frustrated. She's like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what to do. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I see that. It's so frustrating. She went out and said something. It's frustrating. Oh, God. Damn. It's just like that. Remember that? Did you see that? She had responsibility to camera, and she kept falling in the sand. It's like you had one job, and you just keep fucking falling. You ever see that one? Yo, play that because it makes me laugh. So the camera keeps falling. Yeah. Scott's guys on YouTube, check it out. I'll be in Vancouver right now. House of Comedy Vancouver in Westminster, November 13, 14, and 15. Yeah. So, this one? Yeah, it's out right now, buddy. Oh, I remember this. And this house is very cooks. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I see you down on one knee. Oh, this lady fucked it up.
I swear, I don't know testimony for you. Your stop the other way, and it turns out that he doesn't know the doctor was a optical one.
Extended episodes, well shows, shop show, find the kid, get bonus questions twice a month. I think did we just reach the main question? Yeah, but we do it at least once a month. Sometimes at least once a month. Get you some, alright? It's only $5 a month. It's D-Back on Patreon. Enjoy, let's go. Alright, again, we're out.
That's not possible. Hard people not see soon on me, so you can't say that there's no liability for what you are. Why not?
I'm obsessed with this fucking stuff. This whole universe. It's the worst. Love it.
should say this is the one thing
So I remember I got
showing
jobs.
the
His first year,
the site side you should be the site side.
you know, it's like the store. So I
If I was a district court, if you find it with the basics, so yet I buy it for that. But I trust the thing with the new where I don't know any was shot off the boat the other way. And it turns out so it's much of all this is so because I love it myself.
Trying to build themselves up for success.
That's the life. That's the life that we go through our lives. Everything we do fits into one category.
Because, like, I had 2 cents of emotion last night, and I was out. I had to go. Yeah, I came for that pot. Like I put up this special, and nobody, it doesn't matter, right? Like, in a way, it doesn't matter. The specials aren't special. They're not special. Nobody watches it. It's not going to make understand, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm towards the end of it, like, that, like, special used to be special. Well, now, they've just lost their significance. And I'm not saying their special's not important. It's important to you, and, like, it's important. But in this day and age, like, I also want to sit down and watch an hour of stand-up. It's just not really, I don't want to. And I'm not saying it's right. It fucking sucks. I don't know what to do. It hurts my feelings so bad, and it makes me mad. It's not a Brian Callen problem. It's not. That's what I'm trying to tell you yesterday. It's not a Brian Callen problem. Yeah, everyone's right. I felt so terrible for the past, like, 2 days, like, terrible. But, like, I had a set last night, and like I said, my new shit is fucking, it's a hit. Like, like, I fucking love that. This new thing I'm doing, try this tag, and I was like, motherfucker. And then he gave me the tag, and then you want to get enough tickets. I feel like no matter what I do, I can't. It's what I feel like I just want to be able to sell enough tickets so I can continue. Yeah, our boy, Rothschild show. Neil Brand, Neil was like, how do you feel like when you go on the road to certain markets, and he goes, yeah, I used to do theaters. There's a time when I did theaters, and then there's a time now where I have to close off the second row. And he goes, and then the managers at the club, we won't. The manager now go, man, this weekend, you know, there's whatever, the gymnastics tournament in town. And Jimmy goes, it's not that. Trust me, people want to come see me, they're going to see me. I appreciate you trying to feel good. I know exactly what's going on. It's okay. So I bailed him out. Like, listen, I know what you're trying to do. It's me. It has nothing to do with what's going on. I take responsibility. Yes, he goes, I take responsibility. He goes, once I accepted that, I'm good. It's all good. Yeah. There's a thing he said to me. He said, Brian, it's called the butterfly. Sit still. And the butterfly's not going to land on you if you keep chasing. And you just got to sit still. And if the butterfly lands, it lands. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think you're right. Letting go of this. Letting go of this fucking crazy thing that I'm choosing. I don't even know what it is. I have financial responsibilities. And my feelings are hurt. My feelings are hurt for what happened. I don't know what yours is. I mean, we have this open discussion. And I'm mad for you. I'm the mad at everything. Same. Yours isn't a case of got really famous and then just not putting in the work and died off. Because you can only burn for so long. I don't give a fuck who you are. Athletes, even Rogan, whoever it is, not that around as much anymore. Not Kevin Hart. You can only burn for so long, so bright. You burn for a long fucking time. You can only maintain that gear for so long. And then you gotta come down. You gotta come down. The difference between your come down was in your choice. Your come down was because some, not saying, but maybe your come down was a result of this whole narrative that this woman put out on you, and you didn't have control of it. That's why we get that. Right? It's not like I'm just gonna back off the road, I want to be with the kids, do my thing. You didn't have the choice, so your life got dimmed with different things that weren't in your control. That's why I get mad. That's the difference between you and the whole side. That's what's crazy. What's crazy about challenge is that you, this is so crazy. You have to forget. You gotta take a break here, because dude, your boy is swapping parts of my. You have to. You have to. Literally. I'm telling you, like, for anybody who's listening, you're gonna. People are gonna do shit to you. I'm talking about the same as you. If all good, they didn't mean anything. You can't forgive, but do not forget. No, you don't forget. But you have to forgive you as well, because otherwise you'll hold on to resentment, and it'll hurt you. Yeah, and I also look at that anything like that, and I also think, look at that whatever happened to me. I always look at it as, I think all of us be in chaos. Now, it could be cancer, it could be a straight bullet, God forbid me son to my kids. There are so many things that are way worse. Do what you want with me. I know who I am. Stay close to the truth. You're gonna eat a dick. You're gonna pay a have to deal with the feeling of like, and not only that, they're champ. Because they can think that the podcast is too. The podcast is just a job. Destroying his career, don't have to bother. Also, if you buy box, so that means you shadow banned the champ, which is actually now about how you don't have any choice in it. Take yourself off the roof. They have and they're shot that story. Shot was fired. God, they know it. They're heated about it. And I'm sure they'll probably and they'll never have it where they can sit down we did a bunch of bad things.
I just want to point out, so for that, how this thing is top on this thing. Like, all that. But
it's not like they're cows. But basically admitted financially that they're paying us $25,000 a month. So right back with that podcast about that special knowledge to remind the cows how dead the career is. And it could help us out if you just got shot. And his career would probably go when you're shot.
everything is terrible, but you still want to sound good. But I mean, he said with the cracks, I'm sure it's great, like it's terrible, it's ridiculous.
How much more for above and beyond the service means more hustle, less hassle.
Spiritual statements upon which the entirety of Jewish life rests, which is the revolution of
See right there, Sahara with me in it? That doesn't make sense to you right there. That's what you killed.
some way.
I guess if you would have been in the Sahara, oh yeah, oh, I just would have been fucking similar.
Now you understand that.
At this point, it'd just be fucking. It was just a canceled movie. I had a moment the other day, and it was, I was in the airport, and I was kind of asleep, and I realized how happy I was in that moment. And I never felt anything like that. Oh, that's good. Yeah, and then I try to keep it. Where do you think your happiness came from? By my family. Just my family. How I have it all. My family and my kids. And it's just so cool. How I cried for the first time when I had to leave for work. It was tough. But it was just like, man, it's just literally for the first time. You never did that before. That's crazy because most of us doing that now, really. Like I'm eating my bag. Shit together. He runs to me and he wants you won't let me go anywhere. Yeah, Billy's gonna be like that. So you think we're just needing a Chris and 5 years ago, you picture yourself being happy. No. You know what? I don't like his big ass eye in the shot. I like, you know, like, and then, you know, when that's fire with this, I like that time that hand. There's a lot right now. If I would have been able to show you happiness at the airport, fucking. So I was at work playing these. Yeah. When you're, you know, living life, and you've been living life, and it's satisfying, you know, it's the way you live. You know, there's people out there that are just like this, and then that's it. That same be like, wow, this is great. I fucking eat what I want. Oh, yeah, but Chris, you drove to work in a turbo. Well, I took the upstate one. Yes, no, I understand, but that's what you're saying. But that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. No, the thing is, I think what happened is this comparison is the thief of joy. You heard that saying? And that's what it is. Yeah, it's a Hallmark card. You know, when you compare your life to something else, you're not doing it, whatever. You're not going to ever be happy. No, I know. Don't. Yeah, I'm fucking. I'm happy as. Yeah. I could be, yeah, as far as family life and shit, yeah, but that's the most important.
That's your crap.
People without a family also, hey, you're both on right now. Those guys don't know happiness. They think they know happiness. The level of happiness and shit, going to happy hour. Like, you want to have kids. You're on this earth doing events and go to Hawaii once a fucking year. Totally. Because almost never 52. But when you I love that. No, but definitely it's about level. Like you can be happy and not have a family, but you don't know that. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, but I think we're saying the same thing. And yourselves are watching this show or now. They're just like. Brennan, we're saying the same thing. Okay, until you have a baby and a kid, a wife and a kid, you're nothing. You're not living. Whatever. It's just facts. Okay. You weren't happy before at all. When you first got college, you were only. That's what I'm saying. At the time, you're happy. There isn't one person here during this podcast is like literally the same thing. I'm not sure if that's hammer. It might be worse. So anyway, but yeah, I yes. Going through a traumatic or whatever the fuck. But I think once you reach happiness because of family, then you look back and then you can compare your own life and you're thinking, oh man, I don't think I would have. I had a moment of clarity when Joe entered in LA because he was still in baseball playoffs. Joe and the kids came to take him in the new big house. But me and Tiger rented one bedroom. It was a one fucking bedroom. I was like, oh, I don't need a big house. I'm good. Right. I can do this. Right. I can live in this. And I think it's
So once again, now everything about the show that so the show will be again actually established, and therefore what they do is they will have all oriented, no perspective, but ultimately again, the league does say that it doesn't just it also includes money and also means that it doesn't just read about anything. Or I will do this, or I won't do this. So I get two requirements. Number one, frame positive and negative. Number two, frame both.
We've been talking about chains. Can I get a little bit more heat up in my headphones? So I'm a little bit stupid on last week's episode. And he hasn't responded to any of us. A week.
I think that means
He was on show. Maybe he just
he's it's a big move. It's a big change. Also, maybe he's just everyone's different. Like a little bit woozy after that. We have a mark here in Norwell. Chen.
got a special guest. It's Chen.
And that's flash.
And we'd be surprised or concerned. Sure. I think I'm that our guys here, how does it feel to be? That's a joke, by the way. It's not really. It's just funny. It's a radar racist. I just can't help myself. It's always fun to. What's the other thing I always do? Why do you just have fun with that? But isn't there a song I said? Chance to, well, you say chance to chicken dance? I say that every time you call. Chicken dance. My name is Chance. Oh, honestly, I just missed being in California. You know, like, you guys are I'll share that. Guys, at some point, maybe this is probably the best place to do it, but it's a specialized in Orange County, and it is delicious. I say, right here, we're in Orange County. That's a far drive. Close to Austin. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I have a friend named Austin, he lives over on Fairfax. I have a friend named Austin, lives in Chin. God, just kidding. Spanish actor, I said. Willy Wonka. Pork Chin. Tell me, pork. I understand you've been consuming it. Tell us about that. It's swine. Do you ever pork? What do you mean? Because they're supposed to be like dirty animals, I think. Usually when you eat animal, crappy stuff. They taste like fish. Certain things that are terrible. You talking about you got in when?